Hello, it's Catherine with Style Cap Pro for House of Preeminence. And today I'm really excited to bring this tutorial to you because we have this amazing preeminence planner and I wanted to show you how to use it so that you can figure out how do I get words printed on this Lux version, or do I have to do the black and white version, or where do I find the planner? How do I download it? All those questions I'm hoping I can answer for you. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, but I have a feeling it might be a longer tutorial because the planner is so darn juicy. And I hope that you've had a chance to take a look at it. It is Jenny's vision for a really long time to have a beautiful planner for you that you can, practice the 9 principles of preeminence in, and that she can share all her wisdom and goodness with you and see you, make progress and move forward and be the high performance feminine entrepreneur that you are, and just give you the actual tools that are going to be helpful to have, and we all should have them. So she came to me and asked me if I would design it, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to design it. So I feel really proud of this project because it's freaking beautiful and it's so functional. I've been using it all week long. Jenny has too. We're both super excited. And so I want to make sure you knew how to use it. So let's take a peek. I'm going to go right into a screen share and start the process and try to make it as easy as possible for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I wanted to actually, give me 1 second, close this out. Un moment. Don't save. Okay. Because I'm going to show, I was playing around with it, but I'm going to show you how to do that itself. So the first thing is, like, where do you find the planner? Well, it's in your inbox. It's right there. You just got the email if you haven't seen it already. If you haven't had a chance to look at the latest issue of House of Preeminence, I'm going to just move this little box over here. It's under page turning. So it's in your inbox. It came on the 9th of November from Jenny. Page turning, that is the issue. It's such a beautiful issue. So right here, how to access your issue. And you'll see this is the Preeminence Planner, and you download it right from the magazine. So let's access that issue. And I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. So once you click that, it's going to take you to the actual beautiful issue with Natalie Ledwell. It's such a good, this is a great issue. It's so gorgeous. I will tell you that the planner is at the end of the book, at the end of the magazine. So rather than having to click every single page, because you can do that at a different time when you're reading the magazine, and you should for sure take your time through it because it's so great. I'm just going to grab this guy, sorry, and I'm going to move him all the way over here. It's just about, I think it's 220, page 224. That's pretty good. Yeah. Page 224 is where you're going to find the downloads. You'll see in the magazine that we have a little teaser, but it has nothing compared to what the actual planner is. The teaser is like maybe 12 pages long in the magazine to show you kind of an idea of it. The planner itself is 149 pages of awesomeness, okay? And that's for 2 months. That takes you all the way through the end of the year. So fantastic. So you have a couple options here. You can download the full color Lux version, or you can download the black and white version. The black and white version is going to be simplified. I'm going to pull it. Let's do that one first. And then I'm going to take you into the Lux version and show you how to do the PDF about it. But I want to show you everything. So if you click on this, it's going to take you to issue again. And just to let you know, I'm going to go ahead and while I have it here, I'm going to go here and I'm going to go ahead and download the Lux Color version too. And the reason I do that is because the issue.com tends to reload itself on my computer. So it can be really frustrating. I don't know if that happens for you, but it'll drop me right back to the beginning. If it does happen for you in your computer as well, I have a Mac, but I just know it tends to reload itself. I always download the issue itself so that I can actually read the whole publication with ease as a PDF. It just makes it much, much more simple. So anyways, I'm going to close this one out because we are officially downloaded all the good stuff that we need, and that just makes it a little less challenging. So this is the This is the black and white version of the Preeminence Planner. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to this. And this is where you actually can download the image. Okay, so the Preeminence Planner in black and white is just, it's everything that you see in the Luxe, but streamlined so that it's easy to print. And it's all in black and white, and all the pictures are taken out, so it's not sucking up your ink. It's just it's like the bone structure of the planner itself, you know, so you'll have all the stuff that you have in the other one. I kind of just want to show you, let me just kind of move into the middle. I want to show you how it looks for, here we go. So this, for instance, is, I'll show you on the Luxe planner. And I will also put out a statement, a disclaimer. This is the sign I get all the time on when I use Issue, that because I'm doing a Zoom tutorial and I'm recording, it slows things down. So if you're like, why is she so slow? That's what's going on. It just slows things down a little bit. Gets a little wonky. So I just kind of have to sit there and be patient and smile at the camera while I wait for it to show up. But I kind of wanted to show you this because it'll make sense. Goodness gracious. Come on, team. I don't know, we're not having good reception here. I'm actually going to reload this page. It's just, I think because Issue has so many, it's a heavy duty site, right? It has all these publications. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work so good. Okay, got that page. Still waiting for this to load. There we go. Yay, team. It only took like 5 minutes. All right, so I kind of wanted just to skip over here just to go here. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so what I wanted to show you really quick. Oh, bastard. Go back. Come on, team. I'm sorry. It won't let me. It just doesn't want to show you this part. And it's such a beautiful page, too. Okay. I'm going to try one more time. You think? Okay, good. Okay. Yay. This page is on the black and white planner, this page. That's all I wanted to show you. So much stuff for so simple. But, you know, I wanted you to see like that's kind of the vibe so that you can easily not have to take all the color out of your processor to print up this page. If you want to print up the Luxe version, what I would recommend is going to a printing place like you know, a Staples, and just giving them the whole thing and having them turn it into a beautiful book for you. Why not? Let them use their ink. It's worth the money. And you know, if you want to just print it up out of your own stuff, do it this way. So I am going to do 2 things right away because I want to make sure that these pages don't, and I don't think I have it. Yeah, let me do it here. I want to show you how to download this right away because as you can see, it's kind of slow. So I want to get it out of here. So let's go here. We go right down here to download and just give that a couple clicks. There we go. There we go. Thank you, team. Okay. It's going to do it twice. That's fine. It's a whatevers. I'm going to get rid of that page. Bye. Bye-bye. I am also going to have you download. I want to show you, this is the Luxe version, so I'm going to download this. Okay. Let's see if that did it. Yes. Okay. Okay, great. We have both things downloaded. So I am actually get rid of Issue altogether. Get rid of this. Keep it simple. All right. So the first thing you're going to want to do now that you've gone through that whole process of downloading it, it's really, really simple. It's just much easier to do it when you're not recording because that slows your computer down. You're going to go to, you know, you need to find a PDF reader. If you don't have one, just Google it. These are the things that are going to come up. It's going to give you all the stuff you need to know about the different kinds of, there'll be articles and all kinds of crap. I can tell you that if I like Foxit. Foxit is for me the easiest PDF reader. It's functional, it serves its purpose, and it's free. So I would download that one. Okay, and that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need this. The least amount of stuff that we can get on the screen going, the better. And I am going to pull up. First of all, I'm going to show you what to do with your black and white version. Let's start with that. So you have a black and white version, and you're going to want to, let me make that not so big. You're going to want to print this, right? All you have to do here is go up to the top and hit print. That's all you have to do. It will connect to your printer. I mean, this is all techie stuff. This is on your computer. I'm assuming your computer is connected to a printer. So in that case, this would be the way to do it. And you would just, print it up. No big deal. It's 149 pages. I still recommend going to a place like Staples because they just have better machines than even our best ones that we can have in our most luxurious offices. And if you're going to do that, the easiest way to do it is to email yourself the PDF. So I'm going to take this one more notch and just, I know you probably know how to do this, but I'm always amazed at how much sometimes people don't know. And so it's fine. Let me show you because it's easy. So, you can go wherever you're going to go. And I just wanted, the reason that I suggest emailing it to yourself is that way you can email it to the service that you take it to print it. So I'm going to just email it to myself. This is my planner PDF. And I'm going to just go in here and let me go down. Okay, I'm just going to attach the planner. There it is, the PDF version or the color version. If you're going to go to, and you're like, I want to print up 150 pages of color awesomeness and have it as a readable thing, you can get both of these uploaded to yourself. And there's a reason. The reason I do that is, but I'll tell you while it's uploading. If you email it to yourself and you go to, say, Staples or Office Depot or wherever you're going to go and you're going to have them print it, they're going to say, well, can you send me the PDF? And that's easy. You'll just go to your own email and you'll just pull it up. It'll be right there and you'll forward the email to them, and they'll guide you through that. But if you don't have it on you, then it's kind of like, crap, I don't have this and I can't do it. I'm going to get rid of this one because we don't really need it. I just want to show you how to do the black and white one, and it'll be faster because it's a smaller file, and then we'll move on. So that's just a really simple thing. I found this from my trial and error of going to places like that and being like, oh crap, I don't have the original, or how do I make sure they get it to them? And I have to look for it and I'm on my phone. It's the easiest thing is to just email it to yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to email this to myself. It's done. And then if I go up here, there it is. So now if I'm on the phone and I'm at the store and they're like, send us their planner, you just go right here and I go, oh, great. Let me forward that to you. And I do it. Okay. So we know how to do that. Check. Let's go back to, now we're going to use the Luxe version. We know what to do with the black and white version. I will say really quickly before I end the black and white tutorial part, a great way to use the black and white one is to have it, printed up and you have it on your clipboard or wherever you want, and pull up the color version. If you can have it on issue and it's not going to be a problem for you, that's great. Then just, pull it up so you can look at the color Luxe version while you're filling it out in your black and white version. That makes sense. You can also pull up you can download both and you can have your color version, just reading it on the screen, because if you just, as a PDF, this is what it looks like. And you can just, have it right there while you're filling it out. So you have your black and white version and you're filling it out, looking at the pictures, and you're just kind of getting inspired by it. So that's a great way to do it. Really simple, really easy. What I'm going to show you though, is how to actually fill this out online through a PDF reader and really bring your Preeminence planner to life. So we are going to go here. This is my Foxit PDF reader. And I'm going to take you through this. It's so fantastic. It's such a great way to do it. So I go to File. We're going to go to Open. And I'm going to pull up this. Here we go. Okay. And I instantly like to make it as big as possible. Let me just go to the front. Here we go. So you have a few different options with Foxit on how you want to read it. You can read it page by page, which is really quite big. You know, you just kind of scroll through, and you can have really big, you know, it's fine. And this also does the same thing. It just kind of keeps it rolling. But I like either the double page or the quadruple page. The quadruple page is going to look like this. So you can get all 4 pages. But to me, this one feels the most like a planner. This one feels the most like I'm flipping open this beautiful book and I'm putting my goodness inside. So you're going to want to have the hand, click on the hand, and that lets you flip pages. And I'm using the arrows on my keyboard, and I'm going to use the arrow that's going to the right. And if I click on that, it clicks it to the next page, and we get to see Jenny and tells you all about it. You can scroll down a little bit like this. This Preeminence Planner user guide tells you all about how to use it. So that's great. So if you're like, you know, after the tutorial and you don't want to watch me go through the process of trying to download it on Issue, you can just read it for yourself. It's right there. We wrote it. And this tells you all about the high performance keys, how to use it. And then here you go. So I am going to show you how to fill this in. Okay, it's really, really simple. So say you want to fill in the highest self monthly vision. You're going to go to this typewriter, click on that, and all of a sudden it brings all this goodness to the side, and you just bring your cursor over and you click, and now you can fit my highest vision. Okay, you can fill it in and you can write a whole diatribe on it. You can talk about it. You can really get into it. I found this to be where I put sort of the grand vision of what I wanted for this month. And then under affirmations of the month, I did it's a system it's a technique that Jenny has created a long time ago, and I'm sure you've heard about it, where she refers to remembering forward all the time. So I did that, where you're actually I wrote down what happened this month as if this is what happened this month. It hasn't happened yet because the month is still on, but I wrote it as if, like, so I really put myself in that forward position, which is a really powerful tool. And if you need to know more about that, ask Jenny about remembering forward, and I'm sure she'll tell you all about it because it's really great and something that she's created, and I love it. So, but that's how you fill it in. You just put the cursor here and you just start writing. You can change the fonts, you can change the size, and you can change the color. You have a lot of different choices. And the best option that I can suggest to you is to just, you know, just get in there and have some fun and play around and find what works for you. For me, when you first start, it usually brings you up to somewhere up here, and or you know, it starts with a general default font. And I decided I would choose Avenir Light because I like the look of it. It's just very simple and clean and streamlined. And it's to the top, so I don't have to scroll down every time I want to find it. So I kind of like that. So when you're done, you just want to go back to the hand. You don't even have to unclick this. It's not necessary. You just go back to the hand. And now it's going to let me change pages. It's a little smaller. If you want it to be bigger, you do click that and then it'll be bigger. Okay, so now I'm getting the pages, and you're going to probably see, like, how come, you know, she's this beautiful big spread thing in the issue version, but here she's cut in pieces. It's simply because of the way it's laid out. So the only way to download this is to download it from Issue, and you have to have a cover and you have to have a back. And so then the layout, so it looks pretty on there, it's going to be a little bit different here, but it's perfectly fine. My control perfectionist in me was like, how do I fix this? You know, because I designed this. And then I started to use, and I'm like, I don't even care. It's not even an issue. So let it go. This shopping list is fantastic. It's something worth either screenshotting and taking the picture with you, or actually printing, because it's going to be something so helpful to have with you anytime you're in the store. And Jenny has an entire article about this in this issue. So I highly recommend that you take a peek at that. Here is our action. This is really cool. So on this preeminent, whoops, sorry, let me go back up here. On this wheel of preeminence, which you know this image, you've seen it before. Each one of the principles has a space to write the action that you're taking for that month. So for instance, for renewal, if I wanted to do that, I would go into typewriter and I would just click right here and say, take a retreat. That is my favorite version of renewal. I love taking retreats. I take them every single month. I take them once a week a lot. And so take a retreat. That's how I'm going to show up with that. If I look down here and I think for leadership, I'm going to click on here and I'm going to say, go live 1 time a week. Going live once a week is a great way to really show up to your audience as an expert, because you are presenting them with something. So that's a really good action to take. That is my action for that. And if you see like, and you're like, well, it's kind of leaning into this other page, you just click in. I'm going to go right there at the A. I'm going to hit return. No big deal. Okay. And down here in the notes, you can even write more notes. Like maybe, let me see, let me go here. Let me see. Remember to transcend. Maybe there's something that you're like, wow, I really need to work on my transcendence. So you pop it down there just to remind yourself that actually that's the one I want. As you take steps, you can use this 2 ways. You can fill it in after the fact. Like, maybe you did something that day and you're like, wow, that was freaking excellent. I did a great job. You can pop it in here as a sort of as a evidence chart of your actions that you've taken. You can also do it as a preamble, like before you do it, to remind yourself, yeah, I am going to take a retreat, And so this is a living board that you can take away, change, do whatever you want with, and just have some fun with. So I hope you do that. It's a great tool. You get 2 of those actions wheels in this because it's 2-month issue. So every month you get that, which is really cool. Here is your preeminent monthly vision. I think I'm going to do a separate tutorial on this because I have a really great way of making this really come to life. But here you can, do a journal entry of what your preeminent vision is. It could be a remembering forward. It could be something that you're going to achieve. It can be wordplay, brainstorm. It can be, brain dump, whatever you want it to be. It's your monthly preeminent vision. So you really get to put it there. And then the month of the glance is great because it really allows you to bring in that intention. And for me, my monthly intention, I ended up going back up to here and I just copy and highlighted this. So, I mean, this is not and I just, copy and highlighted it. On my personal planner, I've got, a full beautiful statement there. And then I just went in here and I would put my monthly intention right here. So it's a reminder, and it's good to do that because it instead of always having to rethink the wheel or bring something new in, it just keeps it real consistent. It's like, actually, no, this is what I'm working on. Actually, no, this is what I'm working on. Keep it in line, keep it in line. So here you can, use this as you want. We left it blank because it allows you to, start where you want to start. If maybe you want to have this and you want to, download it again, reuse it again, change it out. So we didn't put the numbers in, but you can, and it's really easy. I'm going to pull up a calendar so I can see. Well, for instance, today is Friday the 13th and I'm doing this. So if I wanted to, it's the 2nd week. I'm going to go right here and I'm just going to write 13, 14, etc. No big deal. No big deal. Fill it in as you wish. These, here comes the principles, which is really great. This is like inspiration and ideas for the month. And then we have the principle of excellence. Is every week you're going to get a new principle, which is a really fantastic way to sort of check in with that, keep yourself on track. And here you write the goals and do whatever you want to create what you want for that principle. I find that it's kind of, I don't know that you can do free form drawing through, you might be able to on Foxit. It's not something I would do, so I don't really know about it, but I like words. So I use words. And if I want images, that's that tutorial I'll show you next time. And then you come to your weekly preeminence. And this is so beautiful. So your highest intention for the week, like what is your highest intention? That's so amazing. We chose to, this was, Jenny was very much wanting to have preeminent due diligence on, and a way to grade your priorities so that you really know what's important to work on. So platinum, of course, is your top priority, gold being your next priority, and silver being one after that. So we kind of keep things in 3 because it's magic numbers, and Jenny loves the Trinity, so it's perfect. So this is where you fill the stuff out, and again, it's the same thing. It's no big deal. You hit the typewriter, you click it in, you click it in, you click it in. It's no big deal. So you do that. And here you'll find there's going to be your style inspirations. This is great because you can plan out what you're wearing on the weekend for the next week, and you can really think about it. And she's got these beautiful prompts throughout this whole thing. So you're going to have that with the style, with your nutrition plan, with your wellness, and then here's your daily preeminence. What I like to do for this is I go here and I just kind of click there and I make a big X so I know it's Monday. If you're like, wow, that's great, except for it's kind of moving up and you're wanting it to be perfect, go back to the hand, click on it, and just move it down. You can kind of make it bigger and you can kind of move it down. Okay, so it's no big deal. Then you can put your preeminent priority here. You have space for your appointments, intentions, ideas, all of that good stuff. Okay, you have a page for every single day. And at the end of the week, you have the end of the week check-in and review, which is really an evidence journal. And that's really important. So this is where you can list out things that you've seen, that you've had evidence this week of what's worked for you and what's amazing and what you're loving. So that's happening there. And we kind of go through the rest. I'm going to skip through this really quick because this is moving into the next few weeks, but I want to get to the end of the month. So at the end of the month, you'll have an end of the week review and an end of the month review. And it's the same thing. It's an evidence journal. And it's a what did I learn? What was, what worked, what didn't, what do I want to work on next month? And it leads you right back into a brand new month. Okay. So that is what that's all about. I'm going to stop sharing. I think we did it. I know this was long, but I really wanted you to understand how to use it. So yay, now you do. And I can't wait to hear how it goes for you. And for sure, let us know what you think and let us know what you're wishing you'd see there, and what we could possibly add. I know Jenny would be really interested in that input because she's going to be bringing you this planner, every single issue, revamped, revised, renewed for your preeminent living. All right. What are you going to do this weekend? Well, my call to action for inspired action would be to dive into your planner. I love to talk about what's working right now. The planner is working right now. It's exactly how to level yourself up instantly. So thank you for your time and energy. And I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time.